So let's talk about, and this is something we talked about earlier that you want to bring up. Moving out of Chicago.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So we can kind of hit on it while we want to move, but just elaborate a little bit more. Like, what moving out of Chicago? What are you personally looking for? And then I'll tell you what I was looking for.
Okay. So, I'm sorry, I was.
Are you good? Do your thing. Do your thing.
So transitioning from Chicago for me, I was looking for the safe space that I had in my mind as a youth. If I'm honest, I never really had that safe space. It's just what I imagined in my mind. So for me, it is a place where my children can go outside in the front and the back, and I don't have to worry about bullets. You know what I'm saying? It's a place where it Mother's Day 2 years ago, we were turning the doorknob to go outside, open the door, step on the porch. It's not funny, but it was two people standing in the middle of the street, dual style, shooting at each other in front of my home.
Right.
Unfortunately, about 2 weeks ago, I lost a neighbor that I grew up with my whole life. Sit on the porch, about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, car pull up, 5 shots, killed them right there. You know what I'm saying? It's a street full of people. It wasn't even. So what I'm looking for leaving Chicago is physical safety.
Okay.
From the police, what I'd never realized until, because I went to Clark, Atlanta, so I spent some time in Atlanta in my younger days too, and I had this realization both times. Chicago is a police state.
No doubt.
I never. It's just so ingrained in me to always be expecting to be pulled over by the police. It is ingrained in me when I walk into a grocery store that there are going to be armed security guards. It is ingrained in me that at my children's school there will be metal detectors and there will be armed guards. I didn't realize that's not how it is everywhere.
Right.
It's not like that everywhere.
Right, exactly.
You know? So I'm looking for that physical and that mental safety and peace of mind that nobody in the city of Chicago is. Not a white person, not the mayor. It's not a money thing. Okay. You can live on who was it, Duck? I don't really keep up with like all of the murders, but I think it was FBG Duck that was killed on Michigan Avenue walking out of $1 million store. So it literally does not matter who you are, how much money you have, what your skin color is. There is not a sense of safety and protection in Chicago anymore.
Right. So it can pop off anytime, y'all.
Anytime, anywhere, okay?
It can pop off anytime in Chicago.
The people pulled up to the mayor house. Did you hear about this?
Mad Daly?
No, Lori Lightfoot.
Oh, girl. Oh, okay.
Yes, Auntie Lori.
Auntie Lori.
It went downtown, you know, the riots and everything. I think somebody was killed in some city. Unfortunately, you say some city because it happened so much. Not to downplay it at all, but I think it was something that maybe happened in Minnesota or something. And, you know, people were like rioting and when a little fire, you know, they were stealing from Target and the Gucci store, and I still ain't got no bag. But you know, the people that they was looting, they was kind of going crazy. So the mayor decided to raise all of the bridges up to stop the access from downtown. Well, she did that at about 3:30 of the day when I was still at work. A lot of people were still at work.
So y'all was trapped.
And we were trapped, and no taxi. She shut down TTA. Public transportation was not going into downtown. Wow. And the people were livid. And so that night, they pulled up. It was a mob of people.
I didn't even know where she lives. It's like
I guess it's public knowledge somewhere. I don't know.
Well, word travel fast. Boy.
Yeah, but it was a mob of people, and I mean like thousands of people pulled up to her house.
So what happened? Like
she came on the porch.
She came on the porch.
This is the most Chicago shit that ever happened. And basically told them people to go the fuck home. Like she was like, I'm not dealing with this. Like
take y'all asses home. Hey, oh my God, that's the first time me hearing that. Oh my God. Did she have like a blunt or something in her hand?
She probably put it out right when she came to the door. She was a little too cool for me. Right. People at your door.
These goddamn niggas.
And I'm like, where's your security? Like, what?
Right.
You're a mayor of a major city.
Wow, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well,
so, hey. You know, so that is why.
Right.
What were some of the reasons that, you know, you left Chicago?
Pretty much the same thing. I was always coming out my house. You know, I when I was in Chicago, I did have a legal FOID card.
Mm-hmm.
So I always used to have my gun on me, but I still just felt I just didn't feel safe. You know, you come out the house. Let's say I'm going around to the corner store. Go around the house. Go around the corner. Got my gun on me, but I have to look at every car that passes me.
Mm-hmm.
Every car. You know what I'm saying? It's been times like I wouldn't have my gun on me. The car go down the street, and then I would dip in the gangway. You know what I'm saying? It's like it was that crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's a Chevy. You know, I'm stereotyping my own people. You know what I'm saying? You see a Chevy, you see 3-4 heads. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Let me dip. So the physical aspect of it was definitely one of the main reasons. And then the temperament in Chicago is just it's aggressive. It's very aggressive. It's mean.
It is.
It's mean. It's just people are walking around mean. They ice grilling you all day. You know, you go into a store, they act like you the scum of the earth. Just walked in. I'm coming to spend my money with you, but you know what I'm saying. I'm the scum of the earth. You giving me the cold shoulder. You know what I'm saying. So it was basically that for me. And then the cold weather. I want.
Yeah, it's just stupid.
Yeah. I wanted to have like this is one of the minute things, but I wanted to have because my birthday is in February, so I always had a winter birthday. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be in the sun on my birthday. You know what I'm saying? So that was just the icing on the cake right there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the physical aspect of it, feeling safe. Like you said, a police state. You know, every time you get pulled over, or every time a police officer gets behind you, you get that feeling inside, like
you're not doing anything wrong. Don't have nothing illegal on you. It's
nothing.
Still,
it just builds up, like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? Then, but what I used to do when I get pulled over, I'm like this. I'm telling you, I'm on the steering wheel, you know what I'm saying, hands visible. I always talk to the police respectful. When I was younger, now I did used to flip off a little bit. I was a little bit more militant when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm too old for that. Yes, sir. Is it okay if I go on my wallet, sir? The insurance is in the glove compartment. Is okay if I? One time I got pulled over. I had my gun on me, and I'm coming from Food for Less. I'm with me and one of my exes. So one of my exes, like
one of the many.
Right now. So we come from Food for Less. We got groceries in the back. Get pulled over, and they checked all my credentials and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I was just remember thinking, like, man, like, I hope this ain't about to turn into one of those situations. I was wondering in my head, should I tell them I have it on me? Even though I know I got all my credentials and everything, you know what I'm saying? I was still thinking in my head, like, should I tell them or should I lie about it? If I lie about it, did they search me? That's gonna, you know what I'm saying, make it look crazy. You know what I'm saying? But one thing about this story is I made her pull the wallet out of my back pocket. Like, that's how, like, paranoid I am about it. Like, I don't, no, you pull it out. I'm not reaching for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely why I left. And I love my people in Chicago, not to ramble. I love my people in Chicago. I love my city, but I'm definitely glad I'm not in Chicago no
more. You know what's so interesting about the police in general? I think being a woman, I've had like a different experience with the police. Because I do like to be honest, I like to be fair. The only time I've ever gotten pulled over was when I did something like literally run a red light in front of a police officer. You know what I'm saying? And anytime I've gotten pulled over, police literally just be like, "Ma'am, slow down." You know what I'm saying? They be like, "Don't you got somewhere to go? You want to live, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I want to live." And so the police presence and the stories that I know that have happened to other people are what put me in that kind of space. But I've never had, true story. I was getting my car fixed. The police, the guy in there didn't want to pay whatever the issue was. They got to like arguing. And then a man came around the corner and like squared up with the customer. The customer stole them, so they called the police. Rightfully so. I feel you. But when the police got there, he walked in with his gun pulled. True story. Now that I'm thinking about it, this is absolutely crazy, right? But I walk in front of the police officer and the guy, and I literally say, "We are not going to do this way." I literally said, "We are all going to make it out of here safely."
Wow.
And that just turned the whole situation around. It
Yeah.
really did. It turned the
Yeah.
whole situation around.
And you know what? That's why all women, I love to give credit to my black women. I'm gonna say all women, and I'm gonna say black women. That's why y'all so important. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the male testosterone type stuff, having a woman around will definitely calm the mood of any situation. So, and that's a very brave thing to do. Very brave.
I'm thinking about it now, like that was dumb as fuck.
You know what? It wasn't dumb. It wasn't dumb. It was courageous, and it's a I wouldn't recommend doing it often. but I will
2 stars.
Right. But I will say you possibly saved someone's life that day.
And that's all I kept thinking, because I was like, it's gonna change your life too as a police officer. Yeah. You're not gonna be the same if you just like and I just felt like it didn't have to go there.
Right. So